You know what no one really tells you? The bedroom is where love either grows roots or quietly withers. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most couples don't break up because they stopped loving each other. They break up because they stopped touching, stopped laughing under the sheets, and stopped creating heat. Sex isn't just sex, it's oxygen for intimacy. Without it, even the strongest relationship starts gasping for air. But here's the ugly truth. The secret to reigniting passion might just sit in the least sexy place you can imagine, your calendar. I don't have to mention that regular sex is incredibly important and is often the glue that keeps a relationship working happily. Two people might have a lot in common and enjoy each other's company, but except in uncommon cases, when the sex stops, if the relationship continues, usually one or both of the partners becomes frustrated and frankly prone to cheating. While too much great sex isn't something that I've heard anyone complain about, it's extremely difficult to maintain a happy, satisfying, long-term relationship when a couple aren't on the same page sexually. Sometimes relationships start off hot and heavy. The sex is so good it seems like a revelation. We reorganize our calendars, decide the other person is heaven sent, and generally thank our lucky stars that things are going so well. Then, over time, as we get more committed, often the sexual dynamic slows down. So, how do you prevent a normal sexual slowdown from turning into a full-on drought? The answer lies in your calendar. Most people groan when I mention scheduling sex. Scheduling sounds clinical and somehow forced. I can see the eye rolling and groaning, and to be honest, I used to feel the same way. Scheduling sex sounds so clinical. In practice, this is not so. In this video, we'll reveal the 6 reasons why you should sit down with your partner and get your calendar out right now, and how you can spice it up. Often when people get busy, their desire to hit the sheets is the first thing to fall by the wayside. Putting sexy time on the calendar takes away busy as an excuse for stale. Think about it. Most of us schedule gym workouts, work meetings, and when to get groceries. Why not intimacy? Studies actually show that couples who schedule sex report 25 to 30% more satisfaction in their relationships, compared to those who wait for the mood, because the mood often doesn't come. It gets drowned under work, bills, kids, or exhaustion. Have you ever felt like you were too exhausted or unsexy to do the deed? Having an agreed-upon time gives you the opportunity to prepare and get into a sexier mindset. It gives both people something to plan for. And here's the wild part. Your brain is actually your biggest sex organ. Anticipating intimacy boosts dopamine, the same chemical that spikes when you win a prize or eat chocolate. So by simply knowing tonight's the night, your body and mind naturally align toward desire. It's like priming your nervous system for romance. After getting into the habit of planning sexy time, just seeing the appointment on your calendar along with something to look forward to is exciting. There's a thrill in knowing it's going to happen and getting to fantasize in advance. Here's a fun trick you can do to spice it up. Turn the wait into foreplay. Text your partner a playful hint during the day, leave a sticky note in their bag, or even set a cheeky reminder on their phone. Couples who flirt outside the bedroom actually report higher sexual satisfaction. It's the little breadcrumbs of intimacy that make the final moment taste sweeter. Ever tried to create change in your life? It doesn't happen right away, right? Just like creating anything else worth having, building an amazing, sexy relationship takes time. Our habits throughout that time determine our long-term success. Same with sex. While sex sometimes seems like a one-off act, it really isn't. Passion between a couple doesn't have to wane over time. If you nurture the passion between you by setting aside time to connect regularly, the passion will grow. Think of it like watering a plant. If you only water it when you feel like it, the plant dies. But if you create a rhythm, even twice a week, the roots grow deeper, and the whole thing blossoms. Studies show that couples who maintain consistent intimacy are 60% less likely to report feelings of loneliness in their marriage. Sometimes people complain that scheduling isn't spontaneous. That's true, it isn't. The thing is, you don't have to stop being spontaneous because you've scheduled a bi-weekly nookie session. There is still the opportunity to grab your partner and go at it if you're both feeling it. Making a plan just makes it so that you're not hoping that the mood will strike. In fact, here's the funny confession I mentioned earlier. When someone first told me to schedule sex, I almost spit out my coffee. I thought, seriously? What's next? Penciling in passion between laundry and grocery shopping? It sounded absurd, but here's the twist. Once we tried, it didn't kill romance at all. It gave it room to grow. It was like setting aside a sacred ritual, not a chore. And that ritual made spontaneity easier, not harder, because the connection was already alive. Feeling rejected is awful, right? If you've heard no from your partner one too many times, it can feel like you've lost your groove and start deeply affecting your self-esteem. If you're the one who's turning down sex, it might have nothing to do with your partner, but over time it gets hurtful, especially when you're going through a patch where you just aren't saying yes often. This is why having a plan for sex is so helpful. As long as you both let yourselves get into the mood before your appointment comes, scheduling prevents either person from feeling that the other person doesn't want them. And here's a shocking fact. Surveys show that 43% of women and 31% of men have experienced periods of low desire lasting 6 months or more in long-term relationships. Where there's no plan, low desire looks like rejection. But when you both know it's on the calendar, you're working together, not drifting apart. Scheduling is the first step, but here's where it gets juicy. How you fill that scheduled time. Micro dates before the main event. Instead of jumping straight into bed, set a rule. Each scheduled night starts with a 15-minute micro date. A glass of wine on the balcony, a slow walk together, or even sharing a dessert in the kitchen. It resets your energy from roommates to lovers. The scent reset. Science shows smell is the sense most linked to memory and arousal. Introduce a signature bedroom scent, lavender, sandalwood, or even something playful like vanilla. Over time, the brain links that smell to intimacy, and just lighting the candle sparks anticipation. Sensory challenges. Try blindfolds, ice cubes, or gentle touch game. When you dull one sense, the others heighten, creating novelty without needing new positions or toys. Change of scenery. Bedroom boredom is often location boredom. Ever tried the living room floor, the shower, the car? Yes, even parked in the driveway. Novelty wakes up the brain. The 3-minute rule. Agree if one partner isn't feeling it, you still connect physically for 3 minutes, cuddling, kissing, or touching. Most times, desire sneaks in naturally once contact begins. Sex doesn't need to be Olympic level every time, it just needs to exist regularly, lovingly, intentionally. Scheduling isn't about forcing chemistry, it's about protecting the space for it to thrive. So ask yourself, do you want your partner to be your best friend or your best lover? Ideally both, but lovers don't appear out of thin air. They're nurtured, chosen, and yes, sometimes penciled in. Passion is not a one-off act. It's a rhythm, a habit, and ultimately a decision. So grab your calendar, sit with your partner, and instead of penciling in another dentist appointment, pencil in desire. You may just find that your love story feels brand new all over again. So, what do you think? Have you had success scheduling sex? Planning on trying it? Tell me your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more passionate content. Tell us what you would like to see next, and we might surprise you. Till then, keep living the golden moments.